All right, here we go. Back in the world of Ado, my first listen was Usiwa, which blew my mind. Then my next one was the Imagine Dragons track, where she was just a feature on that, but she was amazing in that. I wouldn't have minded a little more of her on that track. And now here we are with Crime and Punishment. You all recommended this song like a million times, so I'm super excited to check it out. You say it's a really cool vocal. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal instructor for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. If you're looking for a voice teacher, I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me in the Manhattan, tri-state, Philadelphia area, but we also do lessons online all over the world, so if you need a teacher, hit us up. All right, here we go. I'm going to listen all the way through and then give you my first impressions. And then what I'll likely do is I'll do a second listen through deeper analysis where I extract her vocal from the backing track and we do like a kind of get in there in a forensic study of what she's doing vocally with technique and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do that over on Patreon. I really appreciate the support over there. As music reactors, we don't get any money from doing these videos on YouTube because the copyright makes it so that all of the ad revenue goes back to the artist, which I'm totally cool with, actually. It just means more, though, that you all support us over on Patreon and give us love and keep us going. So I really appreciate all of you that are supporting me over on Patreon, and that's why I'm going to do a deep dive of this after the fact for you over there. All right, here we go. Let's jump in. This is going to be fun. That's intense already. I love the feel of this. Already goosebumps. Wow. I love the 12/8 feel of this track. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. What is this, like a bridge? Wow. What was that? Oh my God. This guitar solo. Oh, this is the bridge. Listen to that tone quality change. Oh, goosebumps again. The hook's already in my ear. Wow. She kind of creaky doored out. Is that it?
朝の山手通りタバコの空き箱を捨てる今日もまた足の踏み場はない小部屋が孤独は見やか
Uh-oh. Are we coming back up again? Are we? Are we going again? Uh-oh, it feels like we're going again. What is she doing? Here we go. Oh, it's over. Oh my God. Wow. What was that? Woo. Okay. I have to gather my thoughts for a minute and process that. Wow. What was that? Oh my God. Otto is amazing. Otto is one of the most interesting vocalists I think I've ever heard. I mean, absolutely innovative. What she's doing is just the tone quality diversity in the way that she sings is unparalleled. What I mean by that is the amount of sort of sweetness and lightness in her tone and intimacy and vulnerability. And then the very next phrase, she turns the dial up and she activates compression and we start to get into the gritty, growly techniques. But if you understand how gritty, growly techniques work in the voice, it's not just like a switch that you flip, you turn it on or turn it off. It's a whole spectrum thing. You can have little bits of it, and then you can turn the dial up to get high levels of it. She sometimes has a little bit of grit. She sometimes has a lot of grit. She's really, really good at varying it for expressive effect. That's one thing. Also, when she gets light, you notice in the bridge right there, she got off her voice. She turned the grittiness down on her voice. She turned the brassiness down on her voice, so she wasn't bop. She wasn't in that brassy cutting tone, but she was in a sweeter tone with a little more airflow allowance. Yeah, like a little more airflow through the tone. And then all of a sudden, she would switch back to the brassy tone and then add grit to it. And she had all of this texture in her tone and diversity. And not only that, she's doing all of this kind of bending into the note, like sliding into things and sliding out of things, which creates even more angst. It's like we know the note she's going for and just, she does this like bending up to it. What does that do? That creates angst. That creates drama. Why does that work for her? Well, she's singing about a lot of angsty stuff in her music. I'm not going to get into the interpretation of the song too much right now, but I will in my listen through on Patreon. But this song is about loneliness. It's about feeling isolated. It's about numbing and trying to distract yourself. And it's an emotional, angsty, sort of existential type of a song, this song here. And her voice is perfect for portraying that, not only in the way that she's making her vocal sounds, but also in the way she uses her breath as part of her vocal technique, and it adds even more angst in what she's doing. I'm telling you, this is a next level vocalist. And the whole thing that she's anonymous and that she's not like about ego and about herself and like, look at me as an artist, that's just a whole other level of interestingness for me going down this rabbit hole of her music. I mean, and one last thing I do have to say, I don't think there's any pitch correction work done on this vocal. Like, this does not sound like there was auto-tune. It does not sound like there was pitch correction work done at all. I'm going to look at that when I do my next analysis, but just my initial ears, I didn't get any of that metallic-y sound or feel like her voice was being pulled to the line or anything like that. I mean, she is an absolute killer. Like, she's an amazing singer. Okay, I can't wait to get back through the next listen. All right, so I'm going to go through the next listen. See you all over on Patreon. Thanks for the love. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you coming here. Subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date. If you're an Otto fan, I will have a lot more Otto on this channel. I promise you. I couldn't not do it. So stick around. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.